She slipped the note into his hand, then ran. When the Hell Angel opened it, his heart stopped cold. 20 seconds later, he stood up, slammed his fist on the table, and called the whole club. Backhand index pointing right if you're watching this. Make sure to subscribe to Bikers Hype and like this video. And if you truly love the Hell Angels, prove it. Share this video and help us reach our 1,000 subscribers target. Backhand index pointing right. Also comment your name, because the next story's character will use your name. The cafeteria at Redwood Community College was usually loud. Students laughed, shouted, argued, dropped textbooks, fought over seats, recorded TikToks, the normal chaos of young people. But on Thursday for 16 p.m., something unusual happened to a girl, 12 or 13, walked with a backpack that looked heavier than her entire body. Her hair was tied in a messy knot. Her shoes were old, and her eyes were swollen like she had cried for hours. She wasn't a student. She didn't belong there. She looked lost, scared like someone running from a storm. And then she saw him. Marcus Chains, Riley the Hell Angel, sitting alone at a cafeteria table, leather vest shining with patches that made the brave nervous and the guilty terrified. Tattoos crawling down his arms, knuckles scarred, beard thick, cold eyes. He wasn't doing anything wrong. Just drinking black coffee and eating a sandwich the cafeteria lady forced him to accept because she was terrified of charging him. The girl froze. Marcus lifted his eyes and saw her staring T raise an eyebrow. "Kid, you lost?" But she didn't answer. She looked at the room, scanning faces, checking who was watching, and then she walked straight toward him, slow, shaking, barely breathing. She stopped right in front of him, hands trembling, and then slipped a small folded note into his hand. Marcus blinked. "The hell is this?" The girl whispered only 4 words. "Please don't ignore it." Then she turned, almost sprinted, and ran out of the cafeteria. The whole room went silent. Marcus stared at the note. The man who fought gang leaders, smugglers, cartel riders, and had survived 3 bullet wounds felt something strange. Fear. Not for himself. Fear for whoever wrote that note. He unfolded it. He read the first line. Then his chair screeched across the floor as he stood up so violently the table shook. His voice exploded across the cafeteria. "Everyone out. Now!" Students scattered like pigeons frightened by thunder. Marcus looked at the note again. Then he pulled out his phone and dialed 1 number. The Hell Angels Oakland chapter. Reaper. He growled into phone. "We got a problem. Bring the whole damn club." The note wasn't long. Just 16 words. But they were enough to make any biker lose his mind. "My mother is going to be killed today. Please help us. We live in room 17B. At the bottom, written messily, "Mary, age 12. Marcus clenched the paper so tight it nearly tore. Kids, he had a rule, a sacred rule. No child asks a Hell Angel for help and gets ignored. He stormed out of the cafeteria, boots slamming against the floor like war drums. When he reached the parking lot, he heard it. Engines. Lots of them. The familiar roar of Harley-Davidson monsters. Within minutes, the entire club rolled in. Reaper, Bull, Tank, Diesel, Widow, Frost, Copperhead, all patch Hell Angels with more battle stories than the Marines. Engine shut off. Reaper stepped off his bike, tower with his 6 feet 6 inches frame, steel gray beard whipping the wind. "You call the whole club," Reaper said. "This better be big." Marcus handed him the note. Reaper read it, froze, and whispered, "Mount up, we ride." The club rolled like a storm tearing through the city, a formation so tight and powerful that cars pulled over just from the sound of them. Room 17B was located in an old, broken apartment building. Cracked walls, broken windows. A security guard who looked like he'd rather fight a dragon than approached this gang of bikers. Marcus didn't knock, he kicked the door. Hard. The door flew open. Inside, the apartment was dim, small, and smelled like old carpets and tears. The girl, Mary, was there, hugging her little brother, a boy maybe 5 years old. She gasped when she saw the Hell Angels. "You came," she whispered. Marcus kneeled. "Where's your mother?" Mary pointed toward the back room. "She's hurt." "A man," he said. He'd come back tonight to finish it. I didn't know who else to ask. "I saw you at school the other week. You helped the janitor when he fell. I thought maybe bikers help people too." Reaper stepped closer. "We help kids," he said softly. "Always." Tank and Widow moved into the back room that a woman lay on a mattress, bruised, bleeding, barely conscious. Widow checked her pulse. She needs a hospital. Mary panicked, grabbing Widow's vest. No, if we go to a hospital, the man will find us. He said it. He works with police. Every biker in the room froze. Dirty cops? Abusive predator? Threatening children? This wasn't a small problem. This was a war invitation. Marcus stood up. Name. Mary wiped her tears. His name is Lieutenant Aaron Cross. The room became dead silent. Reaper whispered, "Oh, hell no." Aaron Cross, a police lieutenant. Untouchable. Cold. Cruel. Known for two things, beating people and getting away with it. Hating anyone who wore a biker patch. The Hell Angels had crossed paths with him before, and every time the law protected him. But not today. Not when kids were involved. Not when he threatened a family. Marcus clenched his fists. He's gonna die tonight. Reaper shook his head. No, we don't kill cops. Even filth like him. So, what the hell we doing? Diesel asked that Reaper's eyes darkened. We expose him. Break him. End his career. And if he resists, his knuckles cracked. Then Marcus can break his face. Mary told him everything. Her mother, Elena, had been working as a waitress. Cross used to come there. He liked her. She didn't like him back. He tried forcing himself. She fought back. He hurt her. When she threatened to report him, he threatened to take her kids away as she ran. Tonight, Cross was coming to finish it. Marcus checked his watch. 9:42 p.m. He'll be here soon. Reaper turned to the club. Positions. Everyone. We take him alive. We get proof. We ruin his life. They hid in the apartment, some behind walls, some near windows, some outside. Mary sat with Marcus, trembling. Is my mother going to die? Marcus shook his head. No, kid, not while I'm breathing. She hugged him. That IT hit him harder than any punch he ever took. Kids never hug Hell Angels. Never. But her little arms wrapped around him like he was the only safe thing in the universe. Marcus swallowed hard. We got you. All of you. Then a knock. Slow. Heavy. Threatening. Open up. A man's voice growled. It's me. The Hell Angels tensed. Reaper whispered. Showtime. Marcus opened the door. Lieutenant Aaron Cross stood there, wearing a leather jacket over his uniform, gun at his hip, smile poisonous. Well, Cross said, I was expecting her. Not a bunch of... He didn't finish. Reaper punched him in the stomach so hard he folded like paper. The club swarmed. They didn't beat him. They immobilized him. Fast, professional, military level. Wrists tied. Ankle locked. Shoulder pinned. Cross screamed, You're dead. All of you. I own this city. Marcus grabbed him by the collar. You own nothing. He pulled out his phone. Recording. Say it. Marcus growled. Say what you did. Cross spat blood. I haven't done anything. Marcus gestured. Tank shoved Elena's medical report onto Cross's chest. Widow played the audio Mary recorded on her old phone. Cross threatening to kill her mother. Cross went pale. Reaper leaned in. You're done. The Hell Angels didn't kill Cross. They destroyed him legally. They sent the recordings. The threats. The bruises. The witness statements. Mary's testimony. T.O. every news station. Every internal affairs officer. Every judge. Every investigator. That'd be why sunrise. Cross was suspended. By noon, he was arrested. By evening, every cop in the city knew he was finished. The Hell Angels didn't just win. They annihilated him. Mary's mother recovered slowly. The club raised money. They paid rent. Bought clothes. Bought school supplies. Got medical care for the family. One evening. Mary approached Marcus as he sat outside the apartment, smoking quietly. You saved us, she whispered. Marcus shook his head. You saved yourself. You had courage. She smiled shyly and handed him something. Another note. He unfolded it. This one said, Thank you for giving me back my mom. Marcus swallowed hard. No enemy had ever made him cry. But that note, it almost did. Mary pointed at his vest. Can someone like me ever join your club someday? Marcus smiled, the rare kind of smile that softened his entire face. If you keep that courage, you won't just join. You'll lead. The next weekend, the Hell Angels gathered outside the building. Mary and her little brother came running out, each holding tiny toy motorcycles the club had bought them. Reaper lifted Mary onto his bike. "You ever ridden before?" he asked. She shook her head. "Then today you fly?" Engines erupted. The whole block trembled under the roar. Mary laughed. The first real laugh she'd made in months. Elena watched from the steps, tears streaming but smiling, finally safe. The Hell Angels weren't criminals. Not today. Not here. Today, they were guardians, warriors, brothers, protectors of the innocent. And when Marcus revved his engine, Mary shouted, "Hell Angels forever!" Reaper yelled back, "Forever and always!" They rode off into the sunset, a family reborn. Because sometimes the most dangerous men in the world protect the weakest hearts the strongest. Backhand index pointing right. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Bikers Hype and like this video. Help us reach our 1,000 subscribers target. If you love Hell Angels, prove IT by sharing this video with your friends. And don't forget, comment your name so your name can be used as a character in the next biker story.